Adc Oceania open up the 2024 tour. $10,000 prize money up for grabs in one super weekend of darts. Streamed live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Top players from around the country will join WA stars to hit the Aussie. The winner of each day will clean up $1,000 and the winner of the weekend will get a coveted spot to play for a week in the Motor Super Series in the UK. With prize money on the weekend paid out all the way down to the top 32 players. Playing one or all of the events. Straight knockout Friday night, round robin into knockout Saturday and Sunday. A massive shout out to all our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and Dosh. Adc Oceania open up the 2024 tour. $10,000 prize money up for grabs in one super weekend of darts. Streamed live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Top players from around the country will join WA stars to hit the Aussie. The winner of each day will clean up $1,000 and the winner of the weekend will get a coveted spot to play for a week in the Motor Super Series in the UK. With prize money on the weekend paid out all the way down to the top 32 players. Playing one or all of the events. Straight knockout Friday night, round robin into knockout Saturday and Sunday. A massive shout out to all our sponsors and supporters, Dartstream Live, ADC and Dosh. up the 2024 tour. $10,000 prize money up for grabs in one super weekend of darts. Streamed live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Top players from around the country will join WA stars to hit the Ocky. The winner of each day will clean up $1,000 and the winner of the weekend will get a coveted spot to play for a week in the Motor Super Series in the UK. With prize money on the weekend paid out all the way down to the top 32 players. Play in one or all of the events. Straight knockout Friday night, round robin into knockout Saturday and Sunday. A massive shout out to all our sponsors and supporters at Dartstream Live, ADC and Dosh.
Good evening, Ben. How you going, my son?
Good evening, Benny, and I'm going straight off the bat here, and I'm going to say happy birthday, Ben Hunter.
I was coming. I was going to come to that. Happy birthday, Clock Tower, as I call you, Big Ben. Yes, people will write in and say, well, you know, Big Ben's a bell. It's not a clock tower. Yes, we know that. Go with comedic purposes, please. Happy birthday, my son.
Happy birthday, Benny boy.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Now I've got my microphone on. People can tell I appreciate it. Yeah, look, ripper event and good turnout, guys. Pretty happy with what we're seeing so far on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. To come back to WA, we've been looking to come back for 6-7 months now. We're finally here, and a cracking new venue here at the Sterling Adriatic Club. We've been made to feel very, very welcome. The players are very comfortable, and we're ready to settle in for some high-quality darts.
Well, new venue for ADC, and yeah, good to be here for a start. But yeah, awesome to have them host us, and what a great looking setup we've got.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. And I got to say, there's lots of locals out there in the bar area, and they're getting involved, and they're cheering on the players, and it's really inviting venue. It's first impressions, Brocky.
First impressions, I think any great tournament, to be perfectly honest, is when a player is knocked out, they stick around to actually cheer on who is still in tournament. And for me, that speaks volumes about just what a fantastic tournament that they're actually playing in, and for ADC Oceania, I think that's a massive plus, and for the joy of ADC Oceania in conjunction with DSL Dartstream Live actually showing these games live is what a buzz. I mean, I love tournaments. it's very, very simple. To me, a tournament like this, or any tournament I go to, it's like the World Series for me. Yeah, you've got your big PDC names and what have you in those tournaments, but when you come to the nitty gritty tournaments, it's as big a buzz to me as any tournament I'm ever present at, and privileged, to be honest, to actually commentate. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm absolutely really looking forward to what we're going to bring you this evening.
Well, we're straight into the action here, Brocky. We're looking at a very familiar face in Brenton Lloyd.
Oh yes,
maybe not very familiar with ADC circle at the moment, but he is currently the DPA #1, and he is already in a bit of a test here with young Corey Collins.
he is indeed. 76 left, and he's not cleared it. He lets himself double 18. Sorry, double 9. Corey Collins stepping up to the plate and takes the first leg. So that's a mild shock, to be fair. But with a best of 11, so first to 6, you would imagine that really it's under sort of like a PDC Premier League type rules.
59.
It's really a case of the superior player, for want of a better term, should prevail.
57.
Just watching the body language of young Corey here, he clearly has no fear. He looks up for the challenge here, and
60.
Brenton's going to have to use all his experience in this one.
It needs to be. I mean, let's be fair. You can only play the board. You cannot play the player. You've got no control over what your opposition player throws. So at the end of the day, you really got to concentrate on what you're doing. So in a game of this ilk, you've really got to be playing yourself. And even though that sounds totally ridiculous.
Well, continuing on, young Corey Collins is really heavy here. He's putting Brenton under a lot of pressure early doors.
Certainly is. I must admit, I'm not a massive fan of the haircut.
100.
But Corey Collins is really doing very well. Let himself 104.
42.
Yes, that's not too bad a reply from Brenton Lloyd, but he can't check out on 200.
72.
Not quite sure why Corey shifted there from the 18s.
He's missed the shot at 32, but he will be back.
60.
And, Corey looks very comfortable. My first look at young Corey Collins, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed.
Game shot and a second leg.
He does not seem to be afraid of his checkouts. He seems to have good board management.
100.
I suppose, Brocky, it's been 14 months or whatever it is since we've been here, 15 months, and there is a new pedigree of player that we didn't see last time we were here, and Corey's certainly one of them. And there doesn't seem to be any fear here, and it's refreshing to see.
Yeah, look. There are those that would be somewhat derisive and saying, "Oh well, some names are not here." End of the day, you can only play the board. You cannot play the player that's in front of you. You've got to go out and do your thing. You can only win a tournament by playing those that are in front of you. And when you see the likes of Corey Collins coming through, 2-0 up against an A name
40.
like Brenton Lloyd, you've got to sit back and say to yourself, well, come on, what's occurring here? End of the day, play the player.
81.
Play the board, not the player. And it's fantastic to see that there are players that are coming through that are not perhaps household names.
That's exactly right. I've been fascinated looking around the room with players that I've never seen before and playing at a really high level. And then we have some of the old timers like Billy Aiken is here. Like, what a competitor he is!
What a
That
champion.
guy,
Absolute champion.
as long as I've been in Australia 15, 16 years now, Rocky, and he's been a stalwart. He is, and as competitive as ever.
He is. And you've only been here 15, 16 years. You're only a newbie. We might accept you at one point in time. But Brenton Lloyd pulling a leg back. But really and truly, he's got a fight on his hands with Corey Collins. He's popped in a magnificent score there.
Brenton seems to be finding his straps now, but Corey's certainly fighting back here. He has no fear, which is a really refreshing thing to see. Taking the game to Brenton Lloyd.
Well, when you consider what if reputation counts for anything, what Brenton has done in the past, to see the likes of Collins coming through and saying, well, yeah, you ain't beat me yet, is very, very refreshing. And I do apologise to our fantastic viewers out there this evening. If I do sound like I'm lisping a little bit, it's because unfortunately I did break my dentures before we came over to WA, so I do not have them in, and I do apologise for that totally up front.
Big moment here for Rocky, and Corey has taken out tops for a start, a 3-1 lead.
3-1, best of 11, so he's halfway there. But I would not be surprised to see the message come back from Brenton Lloyd.
It's been fascinating to watch the growth of Brenton Lloyd over the last 18 months, 2 years, from getting appearances on the World Series, and his confidence is sky high, and he's going to need all of that experience now, bro.
What is it? I mean, for those players that have basically achieved the best in Australian darts, they really do need to step up and stamp their authority. At the moment, Lloyd is struggling somewhat against the throw of Collins. And he's straight in again.
He's a bit of a no-fuss player, Corey Collins. He just sets it, and it's refreshing to watch. It looks pressure-free.
100.
Well, it does, and that's the thing with the players that are coming through, is that they don't have that particular target on their back. They're there to throw darts and to be the best that they can be. Where that takes them
36.
Within the world game is perhaps another matter. But Lloyd has shown experience, left himself tops. Oh, could it be 65. A ball finish? Oh, unlucky there, Lloyd. Unlucky, a magnificent effort. Double 10.
There's pressure on this Brocky.
Shot the fifth leg.
Massive pressure.
Like he's gone out.
Massive pressure.
Yes, he has, and it's 3-2.
Experience. You cannot buy experience. You can't put an old
140.
head on new shoulders.
Corey Collins is not letting up here.
No.
Straight in again with a 140.
96.
Yeah, decent reply. Decent, not great.
$45.
See, the issue there is you lead off with a 140, but you need to follow it up with something decent. And unfortunately, Collins there did not.
140.
He has a bit of experience.
And there's a 140 from
back.
Lloyd. Puts Collins behind in the leg. A leg that he led from.
58.
Yeah. Going a bit awry for Collins.
Brenton, very, very
133.
19s on a 265 with a 133 score. That's just experience. That's what that is.
Isn't it just? It's board management. See, again, a lot of people
60.
don't realise board management. Like if you're on 303, you've got to go for the 90s. You don't go with the 20s. You've got to go for the 90s. Yeah, it's board management. It's knowing what you need to do at certain points in a game. And people don't realise that, when you're 300 out, you've got to be thinking of the finish.
94.
And it's fantastic to see when you've got experienced players know what they have to do when they have to do it.
Well, there's Brenton Lloyd levelling up the game at 3-all, and he has now one back to throw, so he'll be feeling very, very confident in himself.
And he's got the lead in this leg. He's got the walk. Oh, fantastic first.
137.
And
137 to start with.
Do not mock me. Pressure
95.
immediately on Collins from that first throw.
A solid 95, Brocky. He's answered it.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
Lloyd's straight
84.
60 again.
Yeah, 99. He's done a Bradman. Yeah. Unfortunate first start. Yeah, look,
43.
there from the first start was awful. Second start was average. Third start was let's give it a miss.
80.
Needs a massive score here. Good first start. Good second start.
180.
Oh, that's
Oh,
magic,
it's not
Brocky.
too foul, is
That's
it?
magic.
That is not too foul at all. But Lloyd does have 6 starts from there.
Nice steady
Yeah.
tone.
That's all you need. Steady tongue. Collins needs to put some pressure on, and he hasn't done so. To be fair, he has not done so. Double 10.
80 score.
Good from the way Lloyd starts sit, he was able to get under that first start. It's a unique action.
It was a great second dart, but unfortunately, third dart miles away.
81.
Miles away. Good effort from Collins.
Big shot here,
No
Brocky.
score.
Oh, and Lloyd's gone outside, so a little bit of a chance for Corey here.
Not to be fair, all of them were way
And shot
wide
was
of the
7
mark.
Oh, that's a clean cut.
There you go, 4-3 Collins.
Another break of throw here, Brocky.
It is indeed.
And Corey Collins, with the walk.
Is this a name we're going to come to recognise in years to come?
Well, I certainly recognise it. Corey is a teammate of mine,
100.
and plays for Silver Sands in Mandurah, and made the state side for Western Australia. First time he's made a state side. Oh, actually,
100.
maybe that's not correct. I think he made the state side for Tasmania as a junior.
Well, he's certainly impressing here, Benny. He looks very composed against
81.
very experienced Brenton Lloyd. He's going to take some beating in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, last week at darts,
60.
he opened a leg with a 180 and finished it with a 170. So that's the kind of darts you can expect him to rip out.
He's got a very, very solid action. There's not a lot going to go wrong with that action.
58.
Yeah, last week I did that myself, and then the alarm clock went off. Bit of a worry, but there you go.
Here comes
140.
Brenton Lloyd.
Oh,
It's
Look, this is what you expect from Lloyd.
262. He'll be thinking about changing at some point. There he goes. Yes.
56.
Yeah, very clever darts. This guy, he's got it. Didn't quite get to the 170, but he was thinking the right way.
He certainly was. I mean, board management. Board management. You're not playing the player, you're playing yourself.
Brenton's
Board management is massively important.
Brenton's
44.
also thinking he needs to leave himself a finish because
Oh, that's not a good one, is it? 157. Yeah, it's not a good lead dart from Lloyd. Sorry, from
66.
Collins.
66,
Didn't do too bad.
40.
75
leaves
score.
82, Rocky. So you'll probably go for
Yeah.
the bull here.
96.
I thought he would have gone treble 14.
There you go.
Himself tops. But there you have it. Oh, good second
Score
dart.
will be
100.
high here. Yeah, very, very clean.
Yeah,
And a little bit of pressure on the 67, Brocky.
absolutely.
Oh, he's hit a skinny
Wow.
2 first dart. 17 to correct, leaves the bullseye and hits it. Brenton Lloyd.
Wow. Well, great recovery. Great recovery.
That was crucial, Brocky.
What can you say?
That was crucial. That's to break back.
That's experience. That is absolutely experience.
139.
Asking more questions of young Corey here.
100.
Yes, but realistically, even going into the match, you would have said Brenton Lloyd with the
70.
experience he has, with the tournaments he's won over the years, a current number one in another organisation.
41.
You would think that it's done and dusted, but Collins is certainly 100%
104.
showing that I don't care who you are, I'll give it a go. Some fantastic darts from Collins.
45.
Absolutely refuses to be underestimated. Oh, great darts
128.
from Mr. Lloyd.
There was a crack at a 132 finish
Would
there.
love to
In,
have that one back.
He got a little bit excited with that third dart,
75.
did he not?
He's a long way ahead, and you're going to see some composure from Brenton here.
Oh, he's got a minimum 6 from here. Yeah, I thought he'd go
Shot in the
inside.
ninth leg.
There you go.
Bang. Second dart. Last dart in hand. Lloyd showing his experience and composure.
55.
Yeah, only 55 from Lloyd leading off. Probably not enough.
85.
85 in a leg that young Corey has to win. So we're just seeing the last leg or leg and a half of Corey just
95.
drifting slightly into the fives, although that is a pretty decent effort.
Yeah, maybe the pressure is telling
120.
ever so slightly, because you get Lloyd coming up, whacking in 140. Lloyd telling
100.
Collins, yeah, it's me. Here
well,
I am.
hang on a second. He's just busted 140 back at him, so I think it's game on.
It is, but you would have to back Lloyd from this position. And that may
91.
sound harsh on Collins, who's put up a magnificent performance. Let's not be hasty.
Well, he is first to a finish. Let's just say
98.
Well, a 160, Brocky. This would settle the line.
Oh,
Bring
look.
the house down. He's in.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, he lets that one
Right,
drift
he's
low.
just set this up.
And he set that up
Perfect
fine.
Hey, you're right.
That's not too foul a setup, is it?
32
Putting the pressure
left.
on Lloyd.
That's just under Brocky.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not going out.
60.
Right. Well,
Collins,
this
double 60.
Game shot and test
Yeah,
break.
cop some of that.
It-
5-ball.
it deserves
Last
it.
leg decider.
It deserved the decider.
Oh, doesn't it
These
just?
These two have been magnificent.
What a cracking game to start this evening.
First game of
100.
of the season for us, Brocky. Look at this.
Absolutely. What a cracking match. Still not a fan of the haircut, but
85.
Well, that's a vital last start.
massive,
Really vital.
massive last start. Yeah, but here goes,
180.
here goes Lloyd. Cop
What
some of
a
that, my
time.
son.
What a time to hit a 180.
Massive.
Be a pretty good
Hello?
time to follow it in.
177.
Oh, that is sensational.
You wouldn't be too disappointed with that follow-up, though, would you?
That is just telling Brenton I'm still
41.
here. And you know what? The door has opened.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it? Needed to find the trouble. Got it.
Another 137 would be lovely.
139.
Oh, sensational,
Yeah,
Dad.
but-
What a treat this is.
But the Bradman,
Whatever
not too
happens, young Corey
43.
Collins is going to have a shot for this match.
For a break of throw in the final leg, the decider.
Does it go?
tops.
He's looking at his opponent back on 137. He might be smart here. What would I know?
No, he went
What would
for
I
it.
know?
60.
What a perfect setup.
He went for it, tops. But he's hit the 60, left himself tops for the finish.
Well, he's
A
going
137.
to be back, Brocky.
He is indeed.
59.
Oh, Brenton Lloyd suffering. Suffering.
How's your nerves, Corey Collins?
Oh, good mark. Maybe come down.
Game shot.
Oh, he'll be happy with that, Brocky.
Shot.
Wow.
That is such a
That
good
is
dart.
a huge win for that young man, Corey Collins.
Is that not just?
He has jumped through some obstacles there because Brenton threw everything at him.
What a super first game of the evening. You cannot ask for much better than that. Terrific darts. Collins went into it on fire. Lloyd pulled it back. What a super game of darts. Terrific tungsten. That's only beginning. I'm very tired already.
That was,
Oh dear.
That was a very special game to commentate on, Brocky. I'm going to, for a second, just let you say a few words about this fantastic venue. Your first time here, same as me.
Yeah, look, the Adc Club in Stirling, what a fantastic venue. We've got, was it 55, 56 players this evening for Friday night, which is a knockout tournament. It's absolutely stunning. It's a great venue. Great numbers to turn up for Friday night. I'm very disappointed there's only one of me and I'm not twins, because I'm absolutely 100% positive both of us will be incredibly excited about being here tonight.
Yeah, it is my first look at this venue today, and it's really exciting, and they've got plans for development, and they're looking to the future, and it really is a massive addition to WA, and with with Platty guiding stuff here and taking the reins and showing things are very positive in WA.
Absolutely positive. And if everybody knows me or what I'm about, it's always about it's about the darts, it's about the players. That is what is important to me. The venues, they're probably secondary to me, but I have to say, my first time visit to the Stirling Adriatic Club is nothing but positive. I'm absolutely loving the venue. I love tournaments. That's my problem. I just love tournaments. I get very excited about wherever it is, whenever it is. But loving the venue, loving the banter, loving the atmosphere. It's great when you can turn up to a tournament and the atmosphere is so positive, and that's what I love about ADC Oceania. It's always been the case from tournament one in Geelong back in whatever year it was. It's just so positive. It's just so fantastic to see the players' faces and to catch up with so many old mates. But end of the day, first time here at Stirling Adriatic Club, blown away.
Awesome. Hey, Benny, you're there in the background. I'm curious to hear a little bit about Corey Collins. A little bit about, is he come from a darting family, or because it's our first look at him?
Well, he played darts in Tasmania as a junior, as I said during the game. His older brother Mitch, played darts, but sort of came into the game a little bit later. And Mitch, Corey had a bit of time off darts and doing other things, whatnot. And Mitch sort of probably got the better of him a little, I'd say. And Corey's just come fighting back. And this year, I think he just put his head down and decided he wanted to make the state side. He did that. And, obviously that was the first challenge. And then, he's just started to go from strength to strength based on the back of that, I think. And he's, certainly making some inroads.
He looks like a very confident young man. He's just taken out a very good player right there.
Loves his darts, just had his second little daughter, Halo, and, not just, I think she's pushing 1 now, but settled down, got engaged, bought a house, and now he's ready to hit darts big time, I think.
Well, fair play to him. I've got no doubt we'll be seeing him very, very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see him in the next round, that's for sure. So let's just, while I've got you guys there, I'm just going to bring up the next round if I can. We'll have a look at that there. I'm not sure if you guys are able to read that or not. So just running through the list, Tim Pusey is going to play Tim Wiley. Glenn Harper is playing Gary Stevens, 3-zip up to Gary on that one. John Donnelly is going to play the winner of Shane Ash and Harvey Mayle. Harvey sitting at 5-3 up over Shane. And Brent Kenny beat Ricky Pickett, 6-2 on Ricky Pickett.
Wow.
And is going to play the winner of Robert Glass and Jesus Santos, or Jesus Santos.
Jesus.
That's another name that we haven't, well, I certainly haven't seen
previously.
And he's had an 80-plus average earlier on in his first game. So,
but that's the great thing about darts. Coming over to hit to West Australia, and having these players that are progressing that basically we know nothing about is only a very, very positive thing for darts. It's fantastic. I love it. Let's see some more names that we are not perhaps, I suppose, household to many of the viewers.
Yeah.
well,
Look, I'll
forgive
keep
me
running.
for looking. Forgive me for looking through the draw, Rocky.
Yep.
As we look down through what's right there, I can see a David Platt.
Yeah, forget him.
And just
Just
below
don't
him,
worry about Platty.
where I'm going with that is that just below him, I see James Bailey, and they're in the same quartet.
Oh, I would love to see it. Look, no disrespect to the players that are up against. I would love to see Platty versus James Bailey. You know, I have to say, James Bailey, a sponsor of mine at Darts Down Under, fantastic guy. Both of them are fantastic geezers. Two terrific players. One righty, one lefty. Love to see that game. Love to see it.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Benny, God forgive my poor eyes, are Platty and Bailey on a collision course?
Not only are they on a collision course, they are next up on stream. So, your wish is Declan Bailey's command, as it turns out.
No, love it. God, bring it on, please, please. Look,
So
I have a fantastic head for radio, but just please bring on that game.
Okay, just look, we're just going to run the promo for a minute. Just got a couple of things to work out with Declan, and we'll be back soon, Dart fans.